Hello, hello, and welcome to the themoannaadams podcast, where we talk all things travel, wellness, and teenage girl. I'm your host, Moana, a full-time travel teen. I have a great episode for you this week, so let's get into it. Hello, hello. Today's episode is going to be shorter, and you did not get an episode from me last week, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. But first, let's do segments, because I have a change that I want to make to segments, and a few currently living. So let's just go ahead and do those. First of all, the Where Am I segment is getting kicked. We're no longer going to do that one because the trip is over. So almost always when I record, I'm going to be in Georgia. So it doesn't really make sense for me to tell you that every single time. So just know I'm probably in Georgia when I'm talking to you. And if we do travel, then I will probably say something. But for right now, we'll probably be here in Georgia. I have not decided if I want to put another segment in. I think I would like to. I think I like having 3. But I don't know what to replace it with. So if you have ideas, if you're listening on Spotify, I'll put a question. Or if you have an idea, you can DM the podcast on Instagram. But yeah, I have a few ideas. But I don't know exactly what I want to do. Now that we got that out of the way, let's do gratefuls. So today not really today, but I haven't recorded in a while. So this is my grateful over the past few weeks, but I'm very grateful for new opportunities. We just moved out of the rig and into a house, and I'm going back and forth between mom and dad's house, and I feel like there's just been a lot of new opportunities for me recently, and I really am appreciative of it, and it's making me think about exactly what I want more deeply. And I got a job, and I might be getting a second job because they're both part-time things. And yeah, I'm just kind of excited to see what the rest of the new year is going to bring, which we're going to talk about a lot this episode. But before we do that, let's do currently loving. And I have 2 currently lovings. What was my other now I don't remember what it was. Oh, you know what? I do know what it was. Okay. My first currently loving is so random, but it's Call of Duty Mobile. I recently got a new phone, and it has more storage on it, so I'm able to actually play. And my brother and I have been playing together, and it's so fun because I'm very good at it. And I just think it's so fun. And it's so mindless. And I don't know, I haven't really played games at all recently, within the past few months. I've been very much everything I do needs to have purpose and push me closer to my goals, and I don't really take the time to just enjoy small things like that. So I really do love playing. And my second thing is the sped up songs right now on social media, short form content. Almost all of them are sped up songs. Sure Thing, sped up almost in every single reel that I see. And Pearly White's, songs like that are sped up right now. I just love it. I don't know why. I guess it's because I'm a fast talker, so it's easy for me to say all the words and I know them instantly. But yeah, those are my currently lovings. And now let's get into the bulk, because there's a little and a lot at the same time. I feel like I need to give a lot of context, even though there's very few things. So first of all, what are we talking about? We're talking about, if you had a bad January, did you already fail 2023? Because that's kind of what I've been feeling recently. And I do want to be very open. So I'm going to give you a little bit of context as to why this topic is in my mind right now. After we moved back, it's been very difficult for me to balance content creation with school and friends and family. And so I feel like I've become and also because we're home, I feel like I've almost become lazy. And it's not necessarily bad to relax, but I just feel like I haven't been putting in the work. And it's very hard, especially with the way social media is now. It's a very difficult balance to find a balance between the hustle and the wellness, self-care right? And it has to be a balance, but it's so difficult to find that. So no matter what I do, I feel guilty and like I'm doing something wrong. If I'm relaxing, I am supposed to be recharging and healing myself, and then I'm not hustling or working on my goals. So then I do work on my goals and I'm like, wow, I'm overworking myself. I'm going to get burnt out. What is wrong with me? And so it's a very difficult balance. And I think January particularly is difficult because some people are like, January is all about goals and doing all these things, and other people are like, January is all about resetting, and it's just such a hard balance. I have always felt the need for January to be perfect and full of progress, and completely focused on goals. Like, it's all about goals. It's all about the new year and planning and reaching goals. And you have like this boost of New Year's motivation, which I feel like I did not have. I don't know if it was because the trip was ending, so it was just like a big shift in my life, but I did not have that boost of New Year's motivation at all. Like, I didn't have it even a little bit, and even if I did, it was gone by the first week. And especially because I am so progress motivated, and I wasn't seeing progress, and I still am not really seeing much progress, it's very discouraging. There we go. It's very discouraging when I'm not seeing progress at all. I'm posting a reel a day on Instagram. I am trying to do all these different things because I'm so progress motivated and I'm not seeing it. I'm discouraged and I feel like, what's the point? And so to me, and my January, it did not go as I planned originally. I was hoping to really get ahead on content, to really get ahead in school, to spend time with friends and family, all while simultaneously working on my health and eating better and drinking more water and starting to climb once a week. And all of these things, I did not even listen to my own advice whatsoever. And what episode did I talk about that? I think it was episode 12 or 11 that I talked about, like, New Year, same me, why every time you try to reinvent yourself, it doesn't work out. I didn't listen to my own advice, and I tried to shift all these things at once, and then I couldn't put focus into each individual one, and then I got stuck, and I was like, well, what's the point? And so my January definitely did not go as planned. To me, especially the past like few days, it's been very hard because it kind of feels like I failed January because I didn't see progress, I wasn't focused, and I don't know, I didn't get to where I wanted to be. And you're hearing this on Monday the 30th, I think, and it's Tuesday, January 24th, and yesterday was supposed to be an episode, and I all week long, I wanted to record, but it's so hard for me to start recording because I'm very insecure about what I talk about when I record. And then I finally got ready and was sitting there with the microphone, and I just couldn't do it. I spent like at least an hour and a half trying to talk, and I tried multiple different outlines that I have set, and I just couldn't do it. I mean, no matter what I did, I was unconfident in what I was saying, and it's because I was trying to hide the fact that I was upset because I felt like I failed. And I think it's important to remember that it's just 1 month, it's only 30 days, there's 365 in the year, we still have 12 more months left, and you can reset whenever you want. Just because it's the first or just because it's Monday does not mean that you need to reset or means you need to change something. You can start whenever you want, whenever you get that motivation, or even before you do, that's when you can start. And I've always struggled with, I'll start on Monday, I'll start on the 1st, instead of starting today, starting tomorrow. I am like, okay, day 1 is on January 1st, on Monday. Like, no, just start. And I think it's important to make those days count. And like I said, I don't have that much because I am trying to focus on content for February. I have a few announcements, and then I think we're going to be done because I think that's all I have for you. Honestly, it's something that I'm still trying to figure out, and I don't have it all figured out yet, so I can't expect myself to get on here and explain it out to you when I don't have it figured out yet. And I probably never will have it fully figured out, but I think it's important to talk about it and have a conversation about it. So if it's something that you also struggle with, or that you want to talk about more, or you want to hear about more from me, message the podcast Instagram. I'm very quick to reply. But let's get into some announcements because I am excited for these. So first of all, I am setting up a new intro. I know that our current intro is very echoey and it's not very good. It was the first thing I ever edited on my own, the first piece of content for the podcast I ever made. I was still learning and I just haven't gotten a chance to update it yet. So we're going to get a new one because I have the new mic. This is what you're hearing is not on the new mic. I'm still trying to set it up. But I'm excited for the new intro. And then for February, so excited for February because we are doing a lot. So I'm going to kind of break it down for you. First of all, it is Self-Love February. So all of the content you're going to see from me in the next month is going to be about self-love, and I could not be more excited because I know I need more of it in my life. I'm sure you do too, and I'm just so excited. So here's kind of going to be the breakdown of content so that you know when to look for, what to look for from me. First of all, there are going to be 4 episodes in February on the podcast that are self-love-ish based episodes. I'm not going to give you all the titles. You'll just have to wait and see, but they'll all kind of surround the main topic of self-love and be related. And then we're doing 28 days of self-love on the podcast Instagram. There's going to be 28 reels that I'm going to put out, and once a day there will be a new reel on self-love and a topic related to it, and I'm very excited. They're all planned out. I have to film and edit, but I'm very excited for them. Some of them are ideas I've been saving for months now, and I just can't wait to put it into action and see how you feel about it, and I'm really hoping that it will help push us to grow. And we have a self-love challenge for February. It's super easy. You can do it. It's so simple. I am challenging you right now to do it, and I want you to use me to keep you accountable if you can't find anyone else. But I'm going to break it down on Instagram. So if you're not following the podcast Instagram, go follow it. But I'm going to give you a little bit of a breakdown right now. Basically, it's so simple. If you're an OG, you'll remember the gratitude challenge from November. But Self-Love February, we are doing, all you have to do is write down one thing you love about yourself each day of February. It's 28 days, so 28 different things you can't repeat. And you're just going to write them each down. You do it once a day. So simple. There's no strings attached. And it's harder than you think. Because once you get late into those later days, you start to run out of those immediate thoughts. And especially if you're not very confident in yourself, it can be very difficult to think of something that you love about yourself. So, give it a try. I'm challenging you. If you post about it, tag me. Use the hashtag. I think there are a lot of creators who use this challenge. I don't know. I have never seen other content about the challenge, but I know that it is a thing that a lot of people already do. So tag me, and I can't wait to see what you come up with. Thank you so much for listening. Be sure to give this podcast a rate and review, as well as follow me on all my socials linked in the show notes. Don't forget to drink some water, and I'll talk to you later.